This is a working DCT V10 M6. But before we get to that, we've all been busy. With only 3 weeks left to go now until our track day in Portimao, it has been all hands on deck at the Rat Dog Garage. Although there's been lots of progress made, there has been some problems uncovered. But let's start off where we left, with the 330 Club Sport.
Doing it.
So this is the 330 Club Sport, and it's been in desperate need for some paint for quite a while now. Please excuse my croaky voice, I'm not very well at the moment. But anyway, as you probably guessed from the interior, it's gonna go Miami Blue. I'm going to take a wild guess and say this is going to make one happy Portuguese man. Usually you'd see this colour on a Porsche, and when Ed suggested it to me I didn't really know what to make of it, but seeing it on the car now, yeah, I think we can agree you made the right decision. And obviously we couldn't wait to see what it looked like with a carbon roof. Yeah, look at that shit.
Oh my day. Think that.
So the next night it was time to bond the carbon roof down permanently. Anyway, so when I said we're all busy, we are all busy. So over at TRS, it was time to throw the red car on the dyno. So after about 3 years of this car being off the road, 2 of which were with the engine completely out, it was time for the S54's rude awakening, and we needed to see what kind of power it was making with the carbon airbox. So on the test run so far, Ned's just been keeping an eye on the AFR. This stands for air-fuel ratio. Lower than 14.7 is a rich combustion, and higher than 14.7 is a lean combustion. As a rule of thumb, on most engines, you kind of want to stay on the rich side of things, since this keeps combustion temperatures down and the engine safe. But during some of these runs, he was actually getting 16s, which was very strange and definitely not good for an S54. But the engine sounded happy, so we thought it might have been some condensation from the exhaust given the lambda sensor false readings, since the car hadn't been driven in a while. So Peter gave us permission just to give it one last send it run just to see what would happen. And immediately after the send it run, it started misfiring. So first things first, we checked that it hadn't just eaten a spark plug.
No, that's fine.
But after checking the first spark plug, there wasn't anything to even suggest that it was running lean. So spark plugs can tell you a lot about how an engine's running. A black sooty spark plug normally suggests that the engine's running rich. A spark plug with a white oxidized coating can tell you that the combustion's too hot, therefore the engine's running too lean. You want it somewhere in the middle, like a kind of latte coffee colour. So our next point of diagnosis is every car enthusiast's worst nightmare. It's like going to the dentist. It's a compression test.
Okay, yeah, I'll do.
So after eliminating all the spark plugs, all the coil packs, and doing a compression test on each cylinder, it was time to remove the airbox.
Because that's the stop there, no?
Does it invert itself?
Or maybe not.
So for some reason, the throttle bodies are stuck wide open.
So that's full throttle, where it is now. It's not been powered.
So we disconnected the actuator from the rest of the mechanism, and the throttles still stayed in place.
The throttle's on, because that just moved.
Yeah.
So what's jamming these?
Nothing underneath. That stuff is weird.
We disconnected throttle number 6, since that was the only mechanism that we can actually see.
Yeah, 6.
It was 6. Oh, it's actually stuck in position, look at that. Can you see it?
Yeah.
It's stuck in the same position.
So there was clearly something keeping number 6 from closing.
Has it got the spring?
Oh, hello, what's that?
What you got?
What was
It just closed. It was a plastic clip.
Oh, for God's sake.
It is stuck in there. Ah! It's now further in there.
Oh, that's doing the clip or you're doing the arm?
Could you...
Oh, there you go. I felt something move.
I've got it. Oh, there it is. Oh.
Where's it go?
There it is.
There it is!
This was the cause of our issue.
That's like
Where's that from?
that's like a boot trim.
That was trying to
thing.
kill you. There's a lot of debris in this. Remember, if you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe. Anyway, this whole ordeal had made me late, so I left Peter and Ned to tidy up and I headed over to HQ. With a fresh paint job, new carbon roof, let's see how Ed's getting on with the Club Sport.
So we're putting on our prop shaft, which is custom, and the reason it's custom is because I have an E46 M3 rear diff mounted to a 5-speed 330Ci gearbox, and rather than using an E46 prop shaft, which you can, an M3 one, and then buying this massive spacer from Tegiwa, which I think Nuno had before, if you remember. Rather than doing that, I've actually had my prop shaft cut down. So this is the OEM 330 prop shaft. So this size is correct. I've not had to do anything to the front end. The rear end's been shortened by 43mm, which allows us to still use the original mounting point and mount to the new gear, the new rear diff, which is longer. So now we're going to put it all on. We're going to bolt it all up, torque it all up, and that will then allow us to put all the heat shield covers on. And then finally, I can put my Scorpion exhaust, which is still in this box, onto the car. And with some luck, it'll be driving this weekend. We can do a little test drive. Pete can do a little bit of mapping. One of the common upgrades that you can do to a 46 is to solid mount everything. And one of the things that you do is you solid mount the subframes. And there's many different kits out there. However, different kits need different solutions. So the kit that I have I believe is based on the BMW Motorsport kit, which is also similar to the Sherma kit, which is also similar to the Toner Motorsport kit. This stud here is mounted at the front of the diffs, and this actually protrudes from below the car. Now, the Milway kit has a recess on the bushes, which allows the bush to sit back on its original position all the way to the top. Mine doesn't. So when I originally mounted this, I mounted it with the studs, and my diff was actually sitting that far down. So, 7 or 8 mil lower down, which completely eliminates the point of having an eccentric bush, which for all center correction. So if you've got the kit which doesn't have the recess, which you can put the photographs in, then you have to remove the front studs and actually go with 4 bolts all the way around to make it all work properly.
Give us 5 reps.
5 reps? You want 5 reps?
You're an idiot.
Why is this here?
I don't know. Let's see how you stand by your car. It's not how you stand by your car.
So Ali's got his car in the workshop today. Let's find out what he's doing.
Brakes. Brake pads. Got new ones. These. Yeah, the Rival Motorsports.
Yeah.
Give these to Nuno for free, so now I'm going to brake a lot better. More better. EBC RPX for the front and the blue ones for the back.
What are you doing? Where are you going?
I'm going to a track day at Blyton Park, and I've never been there before. I don't know what it's about. Apparently it's an airfield type deal. But yeah, I got some new PS4S to match the back. And it's just a stock.
So you're just doing brakes?
It's like a fast road car, Just daily drive and take to the track.
That's disgusting. And what are you doing?
Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you all for the views. Thank you for the views, thank you for the comments, thank you for the love, thank you for the Instagram messages. Also, all your boomba asses that we're motivating to get your cars built, get that shit built, send them to the moon. That's what we do, that's what we do. So, today we are progressing with the DCT calibration. Upshifts seem to be okay. We've got a good downshift from 3rd to 2nd.
You've got one good down.
We've got one good downshift. Einstein over there, replacing the piston rings that you fried. Peter's just doing more of this to adjust the gearbox calibration. But it's quite tricky because we don't actually know what to do. Because the transmission and its coding is very complex, and it doesn't have a roadmap. You need something called a functions Rahmans for that, which Peter has, but we've got to decipher. So it doesn't have a map to tell us this file or this byte does this. So we're kind of going in blind, educated, but blind, and changing certain blocks of data. And we seem to be getting there, but it's just a long, long road. Yeah, it's just R&D. It's just rat and dog all day, every day. So fuel lights just come on, putting some extra fuel in it. We hope to have some more progress by the end of the night. If we have a 4th to 3rd, 3rd to 2nd, and a 2nd to 1st nailed by tonight, I'll be really hopeful that we'll make the track day with the DCT box. If we don't, we'll probably have to put the SMG back in with a new clutch to do the track day, but who knows?
So as we were winding down for the night, Peter was getting very close to perfecting the shifts on the DCT V10. Unfortunately, his curfew was at 11, but on his way home he gave us a call again and said he couldn't think about anything else except the DCT V10. So he came back and tried one last file.
It's back!
I think we've done it.
I think we've done it. Straight, he didn't even say hi again. He was straight in the car.
You done it. V10.
A moment.
Can you stop, please? Sir!
Desperate that it might work finally.
Sir!
Body work it later.
While everyone packed up and was getting ready to go home, Pete was loading the file onto the M6, and he told me to get in the car with Nuno and log the data.
We look like Ray and Diamond.
And it was finally doing exactly what we wanted it to do 5 years ago. Put a smile on our faces.
Like it's the way it's just linear, and it's not